Welcome to Sanctum with Eve. I am Eve, and this video is going to be from I Ching Predictions for 2026. We are looking at the quick summary of February's energy of trapped and steadfastness. If you are following along in a workbook such as I Ching workbook by R.L. Wing or anywhere else, the hexagrams that we are working with is hexagram 47 and hexagram 32. The opening of February is not going to feel so great because the energy of trapped is like a sense of stagnation and like pressure building. This is very likely related to something that you have learned about yourself or others in January. The last part of January was about giving advice, right? So this advice is going to prod you a little bit in a way that helps you to discover where your own behaviors, mindsets, or something else are keeping you in a place of being blocked, of feeling trapped. And how is it that you can work through that? So that's what the energy, the collective energy this month is helping us to do. That's incredible. It's so important to see this part of ourselves because it helps us to move out of suffering. If we can't see where we are trapped, we stay trapped and then we stay in suffering. But if we begin to see like, ooh, wait, I'm feeling trapped. I'm feeling like stuck right here. What is it about this situation, circumstance, or event, or person, relationship, whatever? Where is this feeling of stuckness coming from? Because it's my perspective. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's true that I am stuck, unless you're like literally stuck in a room, like obviously. But most of us are not stuck literally in a room. We're stuck in here. And so this energy of February, this trapped energy, hexagram 47, is helping you to see the places that you are feeling the most stuck so that you can move through them and release that stuckness. How cool is that, right? All right, at the end of January, we were also looking at difficult truths about ourselves and potentially about other. So we're practicing in this stuckness and in the end of January, giving and receiving care, advice, and compassion. As I wrote in this beautiful summary, it's actually a really, really good summary. For some, this meant hearing what they did not want to hear. For others, it meant standing firm and speaking the truth to someone in power. A supervisor, a boss, an elected official, etc., etc. There is a heaviness that appears in the collective energy, and this is the signal that we're moving into February's trapped energy. It's a sense of limitation, of being hemmed in and not being able to shift your energy, shift your focus. When you begin to feel this, you'll know that the energy, the collective energy has shifted to trapped. There is something that's really important that the I Ching says in here. So I'm going to read it to you. When you are feeling trapped and you are feeling that the circumstances in your life are not moving forward, this can create overwhelm. And that can be shifted if you are acting to change things right away. If you spend your time thinking and talking about how trapped you are feeling, you're only going to make things worse. Move towards action. Consider, how can I change what's going on, my current circumstances right now? How can I take small steps to move through and past this feeling of being trapped, this circumstance, this event, etc. So this is a time for strategic and direct action. We move into steadfastness. And steadfastness is the art of devotion to self-knowledge. Through each of the 6 movements of steadfastness, you're looking at what no longer aligns with who it is that you're intending to move into, who it is you're intending to be in your lifetime. And so you're going internally, you're going to be looking at what is inherited, what kind of behavior, patterns, mindset patterns, thoughts, etc., are inherited. And I don't just mean from family, from society. There are so many different places where we receive learning in terms of who we should or should not be in the world. And so from all those places of learning, you have inherited this idea about yourself. You're being encouraged to look at that idea that you have about yourself and whether or not it is in alignment with who you really are. Your steadfastness is to basically ground down and root into who you are authentically at your soul level. Who are you? And from there, blossom and flourish, rather than trying to grow out of an expectation that may or may not be true for you. So that is the energy of February. How fantastic is that? All this learning. It's just so beautiful, the potential for change that each one of us has, this peeling away of the layers that can really bring us true to ourselves and being light beings in the world. Understanding of who you really are, the steadfastness at the end of February is going to help you for March's energy becomes or moves into small cattle. So my summary at the end of page 75 is where trapped forced you at the beginning of the month to see where you are stuck in mindset, behavior, belief. And steadfastness taught you to see yourself clearly and hold firmly to or refine your deeper values. Small cattle brings another season of fine tuning, and you will know that the energy is shifting to March's small cattle because you are going to move out of the inward self-reflection and into the outer testing your integrity in real world situations. It's no longer going to be something just in the mind. It's going to be that you will be confronted with real world situations that help you to understand where you are, what you have learned, and to kind of push you to see where there are still areas to grow and celebrate the areas where you have really come into alignment with your true purpose. So that's the energy of the collective for February as it moves into March. I will see you in the next video for March's small cattle. I hope that you have a great day. Thank you for watching Sanctum with Eve.